when it comes to Dragon Ball Z in general, I don't compare Dragon Ball Z GT Super. I don't compare that to the new generation of anime. The Demon Slayers, I don't do Taisan, My Hero. I don't do that. To me personally, Dragon Ball Z is like The Simpsons. It's going to be around. It has surpassed the test of time. It's going to always be something from this generation. There will always be a Dragon Ball Z something.
Yeah. It's The Simpsons in the world of Bob's Burgers.
When it comes to their storytelling, it is getting better. It's just the fact of, because there were so many like power scalings and power issues, maybe a little story hole here and there, people are being very picky with it instead of just enjoying it for what it is.
I feel like it comes from people not knowing really who Toriyama was and how he wrote stories. See, most animes, when they're writing it, like the authors for Naruto and One Piece and whatnot, talked about it, where they're like, we had kind of general story beats of what we wanted to do over a long period of time, so we always knew what we were working toward.
Mm-hmm.
Toriyama made this up every single week for years.
Yeah.
He had no clue where he was going. He started with a little boy that had a tail that gets hit by a car. And every single time that he was writing a new panel, he was making it up. Every single time. Like, he's written this story without planning anything out, and it still overall works. Like, he even references his old mangas with like Dr. Slump and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Like, Toriyama is something different than the rest of them. The rest of them can tell a good cohesive story. Toriyama can freestyle it. And it still comes out good.
Yeah, and he comes from that generation too, though. His storytelling and the way that he did his work. Because one thing I didn't know until recent, I knew that like Dragon Ball Z, a lot of it he didn't have like a take on, like like Super and stuff like that, like the pacing of those. I know he wasn't like super involved in it, but I didn't realize, like they mentioned like him and his children like was watching that anime fresh. Like he's like, oh, they tuck it in this direction. Okay, cool. And that's why like Dragon Ball, is it Daima. That's why this is so special, because he's like, this is him coming back and going like, this is how I would do it. If there was no Dragon Ball Z, we wouldn't have One Piece, Naruto.
Yeah.
Like Bleach. Like let's keep it 100. Like people always be like, oh no man, whatever, blah blah blah. It's a legacy anime at this point.